I feel like this should be the main quest. This is important stuff. We're in Hikmet. Okay, let's take a look. We've got to move on. I guess we just carry on then. Let's find the quickest fast travel out of here place. Back home. If I can find my way back home. Which is the quickest way? I think this way. Seaborn. He is. He's your son, Seahorn. Seahorn? Seaborn? It's clear as day. Wait, does that mean you're my father in this game? Now things are getting complicated. What time is it? My stomach's telling me it's time to eat. But I want to see what happens with this. We need to find out. I think this dirty old priest is my father. Father Petrus. That's what I think. We shall see. What am I doing in here? I'm going to travel. Should I have Ciora for this? We're going to the village. Yes, let's compose the team. Vasco was really useful for that bit. But we're going to have Ciora in for this bit. We're going to the village. See, she's our sort of spokesperson with the villagers. I'm going to go straight there. It helped having Vasco for that, though. I don't know how we would have convinced the guy. Otherwise, maybe he would have given us the option to use charisma or something. I don't know. Didn't even give us the option. He just spoke right up. So we're here. And we're right at the door. Okay. Let's go find out. Daddy, I'm home. Please don't tell me he's my...
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
Ask about our mother. Wait, our mother? No. Our mother?
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vietnamry. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
What?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
He knew a name as well. How much does he know?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago. But I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea.
She was a wise woman.
All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died. Including the one she loved.
Oh.
It was a dark day. In which our village lost its knowledge and strength.
This is going to be bad.
So my father died too. Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
No.
Yes. Slan. Your mother's sister. She then became our Donegad. She was never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Tiafradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Oh,
Thank
God.
You, Ulan.
Anything else?
No. This is going to involve doing fetch quests for 2 villagers until they trust me enough to tell me where the ant is.
Nothing. I must go.
Calling it now. Wait, so he's saying that my father died, or the one she loved died, and my character assumed that was talking about my father. But I would imagine that the one she loved was another islander. I am not. I don't think I am 100% islander. I think I am half islander, half colonial. I think. Or maybe half Petrus. I don't know. Unless he was killed in the fight. There's more to this yet. There's more to this to come out yet. Anyway, let's go and talk to some numpties around the village.
Of your village.
He seems quite friendly compared to the others.
My
we've run into.
village.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me. A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others.
Are you implying that it might not have been a kidnapping, that he might have sold my mother? That's quite some... That's quite some tale, Petrus. It's empty, right? Aha. Well, she's my aunt. This would technically be coming to me one day anyway.
One here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where.
Is that all? Oh, no.
The islanders protect their Donegada. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Yes, that's why we've got Siora.
You are one of them after all.
Let's try this out. Please, no fetch quests.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I'm looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from
She's
her?
my aunt.
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan
Here we go.
saved our village.
He sold her.
Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I'm extremely grateful.
Okay. No fetch quest, so that's good. I don't see anyone else to talk to. There is someone up there. I'll just try. It's not a quest marker, but I'll just see if they will... Nope. And no. Okay, so that settles that. Okay, I was wrong about the fetch quest thing, so that's good. There wasn't one of those places I couldn't get to along here, was there? I think I got all the skill altars. Yes. Yes. Okay. So it's up, follow it, second on the left. Let's go. Alright, so right. So no fetch quest. I got that wrong. I'm happy about that. I think my next prediction is that the chief of this village... I don't think there was a kidnapping. I think the chief of this village sold my mother to the colonials, or the colonists, or the whatever you want to call them. Or swapped her, or traded her in exchange for peace. To be left alone? What do you think, chat? Does that sound viable? It's like, no story is ever what it seems in this game, so it could be. Right, that's the first on the left. We ignore that, we carry on. And we go down here. I hope I'm going the right way. Yeah, it's looking plausible, this. Oh my god. What are you guys doing here? Chop, chop, chop. Oh, can't see. Who's hiding in the bushes? Get down. The noises and the flashes and stuff, it's a bit like the Batman series from the, was it 50s, 60s? Where it smacks something, it goes kapow, blat, wham. Oh, we're nearly level 28. Hey Pan, how are you tonight? Evening? God, it is evening. 7 o'clock. Don't know where the time flies when I start playing these games.
There's a woman over there, surrounded by animals. It looks...
Kill them quickly. Quick, got to get their attention fast. Never mind that one. I don't want that one. I want to do this one. Take it down before she dies. I don't think
do
It'll
you
matter,
feel,
but
madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in.
28. Nice.
I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Denegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk.
Oh, please,
by
please,
your
just cut.
side.
We know the story. Just
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe
oh, I did it. Skipped it. Great.
Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
I'm a different
My
color
mother.
completely.
Or rather, the woman who raised me gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound. It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all. And divorced Tierce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die,
Oh,
but I was unable to do such a thing.
that's good.
Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything.
Lost what?
So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her. I loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering. She's the only woman I've ever loved.
I never would
He
have
loved
guessed.
my mother.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was
Oh, this is weird.
marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light. What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Magum.
Magum?
Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me. Despite everything you know about me.
You
Long
may have been a bit
cutscenes.
cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative, and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good, for once in my deceitful life. For you, and for her. I hope the Enlightened will remember this when I stand before him.
Wow. XP gain 1600. Reputation +3. Petrus friendly. What a long ass quest that was. Imagine how dark that could have turned out. If Petrus had then said she was in great pain and suffering, she asked me to end her life. So I did. That you find that your companion actually killed your mother. That could have been a very dark tale indeed. Sorry to hear you're still having lower back problems, Pan. If your lower back had mouth and vocal cords, it would be screaming. That sounds bad. You think Petrus is like Uncle Alfred from Only Fools and Horses with his stories that always begin during World War II? Yeah, during the war. It's like all my stories that begin when I was on the Great British Archery team. I've often thought I am very much like Uncle Alfred. Except I didn't sink anything, thankfully. Okay, so that, I think, is all Petrus's quests done. I think. My mother was from this village. This is my auntie. Can I talk to her? Is there anything else to do? No. Looks like we're all done. It just ends there. We didn't find out what the beef was between her and the village chief. Yet. I don't know if that carries on. I don't know. I just don't know. Armor breaker. So next we've got a choice of magic healing which does very little. Very little. I suppose you can then boost it up. Cleans poisons. Restores more health. Restores power. Oh, sorry, armor. Also affects allies for half of its effects. Well, that would be good. I'm going up there, though. I want two-handed heavy weapons. And we've got an attribute. Before I spend this, see, in theory, I can get the best possible swords with that. But I can start using big two-handed maces with that. Or, I don't need better armor. I'm not worried about the armor. Better guns. I do like guns. Oh, it's a tough choice from here. Very tough. You were thinking Darth Vader was his father? I have to hug my family now? Let's see if that gives us the option. Auntie, come here. Just put those antlers down a bit. This disturbs me about the natives. Are those actual branches growing out of their heads? Or antlers? Or are they, like, ceremonial headdresses woven into the hair or something? Because it looks very much to me like they are branches growing out of their heads. Do I have that under my hat? I don't know. Where else do branches grow out of? Is that a branch in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see me? You have to wonder. You have to wonder. Yeah, I'll save that attribute point for a moment. We don't need to go speak to the chief of this village, right? The Trial of the Waters. Oh, that's the main quest. Oh, we've got side quests I want to do first. And I don't care if I don't finish those. Those are sort of random exploring things. Dirty Traffic. That's to go to San Mateus. And Afra's Cave of Knowledge. The Cave of Knowledge. Let's go and do the San Mateus stuff first. At which point we want Petrus and Vasco. Okay, well. That's been fun. I'll have a look at the merchant. I want to see if there's a new gun, a new weapon, a new anything. We'll get these done. Straight over there. To the merchant's camp. We will switch companions here. Claymore of the Lieutenant. It's not changed. I was hoping he would have a new super-powered thing in. Accuracy 2 can get me that. Which is worse. That's not bad. But I use that for armor damage, so it's a bit of a sideways step. I want one of these really nice ones. I'll need to spend a lot on accuracy. Oh, I should take a look just at his armor, just in case. I really don't think I need anything, though, do I? Oh, there's some new stuff. Or is this... Oh, I can't wear it for the endurance. Well, that's crap then. That's crap. See what I mean about the attributes being quite limiting? I can't get any new armor. I can't get any new weapons. It very much pigeonholes you into one style, I think. It's a bit of a shame. Sell. We must be able to sell some stuff. Sell my ring. An old leather coat. What trash. There must be some decent stuff here. I've got stacks of money, nothing to spend it on, nothing to use. Vasco, you're coming with me. Vasco and Petrus. Petro and Vascus. That doesn't sound right.
Go find Fernando. Do you remember him? He should be able to inform us.
Yes, I remember Fernando. Let's go and see him.
Let's go. So what am I going to do with this attribute point, folks? Am I going to try and use some two-handed weapons? Or... I think what I might do is just stick it all in that. It's 10% more damage, which is always good. I'm going to stick it in that. Sod the gun. I'm having more fun with the sword anyway. There's not many guns that are better. In search of perfection, achievement unlocked. And if there is a big two-handed sword, I will definitely be able to wield it. I know I sold the one ring, my precious. It's gone. Wouldn't that have been a cool story, Lord of the Rings? If Frodo just walked up to the nearest blacksmith and just said, yeah, I've got this gold ring, I don't want it anymore, and sold it for the price of a pint of beer from the Shire. It would have been a considerably shorter trilogy, that's for sure. She's still there. She's still going strong. The game has saved her in that position. Do you remember we came in here on the last stream and she was doing that? Anyway, am I supposed to be talking to someone?
Can I get you anything?
No, thank you. I'm fine.
Glad we got that cleared up. Right, it's through that door. Oh, stop seeing food. I can see food in the game. I can smell food in the house. Hungry.
And what can I do for you?
Think of the money they would have saved when they shot the films. There, would have been a huge saving. He's blinking a lot. His contact lenses must be playing up.
Quartermaster Manfred sent me.
I was expecting such a visit, and I'm glad Manfred sent an external investigator. This commandeering business may just spell the end of the Guard. Without the Nord's transport, we are finished. I don't understand what could have happened. I can assure you that we have never issued an order to that effect. It's as if some members of the Guard obey others' commands.
We had trouble with a criminal organization within the Guard. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind this matter once again.
Oh, this is terrible news, Your Excellency. How can we sort the good apples from the bad?
By speaking to those in charge of those in command of this town, and trying to unravel the truth from the lies.
Since you neutralized Major Herman and his gang, 3 lieutenants have been leading the troops, while waiting for a new senior officer to be appointed. They are Lieutenants Alexander, Klaus, and Ermelind.
Do you think they're honorable?
I won't vouch for them, if that's what you're asking. I don't know them well enough.
Thank you, Quartermaster. I'll go and find them.
Are these the 3 same damn lieutenants we've talked to in every single quest leading up to this point? Upstairs, upstairs. They're all upstairs. So let's take the quickest route upstairs. Because remember, every time we've had a quest about the Guard, we don't just talk to the commander. We have to speak to the 3 lieutenants who are in charge of this, that, and the other. If these are the same assholes, we should have just killed them there and then.
Hello, Lieutenant. My name is Desardet.
Oh, you are the legate of the congregation. You're quite the celebrity amongst our ranks. I am Lieutenant Alexander. Did you need me?
Tell me
I'm
all.
conducting an investigation into the illegal commandeering of the ship the Trident. We must work fast and find out who organized this act of piracy. Or we will all pay the price. Do you know the men who seized the ship and who they served under?
All I can tell you, Your Excellency, is that I'm sure they were not under my orders. As foolish as it sounds, we don't know the identity of the soldiers involved. Since our previous commander's coup attempt, there's been tremendous upheaval. We lack senior officers. The registers are not up to date, and many men are on the run. I suspect the supporters of the coup who escaped the trial may be responsible.
It's not impossible. I dealt with Major Herman, who was serving Commander Torsten, but I didn't take care of his men.
It's only an idea, of course, but one that seems most logical to me.
I think he's leading us down a false path there.
I'll leave you, Lieutenant.
1 down. Who's next? Is that chest? Nope. Nothing to loot there. We got anyone in here? Yeah, lockpicking skill is not high enough. Where are we going? We need to go... Turn right at the end. Then follow that. And oh, God. Why do they have to be all spread out across the biggest sodding building in the town? Pile through there, I think. Turn right. Let's try that. Oh, there's one dead ahead. Yeah, they're in the same place as before. Have we spoken to you already?
Hello. I am...
Desade, legate
Yes,
of the merchant
we have.
congregation, right? Nice to meet you, Your Excellency.
I'm sure we have.
Lieutenant Ermelind, at your service.
Well, I didn't know I was so famous.
And also, doesn't this feel kind of anticlimactic after we just found out who our mother was and that she was forced away and she died unhappy in a prison cell and all the rest of it, and that we're actually born of this village, of this island, and we're not doing anything with that information? That feels so out of place.
Can you tell me anything about the ship that was commandeered by the guards?
A complete act of piracy, if you want my opinion.
Hey, Yuki.
Do you know who these guards were and under which officer they served?
No, and no soldier is missing here as far as I know. This is very strange. But since the commander's attempted coup, everything has gone to hell here. Men start muttering as soon as we have our backs turned. Some recruits have suffered violence, but refuse to name their attackers.
Do you think something is going
Oh,
on?
undoubtedly.
It seems obvious to me that some people took advantage of this unrest to line their own pockets.
I see. Thank you. I'll leave you to it.
What?
Farewell, Lieutenant.
We can't ask about her suspicions? Why don't we just kill them all?
Your Excellency, if you really want to know what's going on in this barracks, find me tonight near the church.
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Quiet. No one must know that I spoke to you. I am Sergeant Franz, and I'm prepared to help you. Don't forget the church tonight.
Sergeant Franz. That's a nice German-sounding name. Someone on YouTube actually commented that all the guards sound German, or have German names. There's another. Good evening, Yuki. How are you? How's it going today? How do I get into this place? So I turned down here, was it? Ah, I see. I came out and should have gone this way. That's a mighty big
Hello,
axe.
Lieutenant. Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
Lieutenant Klaus, what can I do for you, Your Excellency?
Just tell me the damn truth.
I'm investigating the illegal commandeering of a Naut ship that took place here in San Mateus. Do you happen to know the men responsible and the officer they served under?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I don't know. I only took office in this city 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting to know my troops. I was sent here to remedy the lack of officers following the arrest of the commander's men. Are you sure that this commandeering is not the isolated act of a few homesick recruits?
Not totally sure, but it's very unlikely. Managing the crew of a Naut ship requires great numbers and organization.
I see. Well, in that case, sorry for not being more useful.
The trouble started since he arrived here 2 weeks ago.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
I think they're
Lieutenant's
all
interrogation
guilty.
produced nothing. This sergeant is our only lead.
Well, I guess we kill them all and promote the sergeant. You're not too good. You got sore eyes. Oh, sorry to hear that. Been watching too much TV. I'm fine, thanks. I'm trying to find something to complain about, but I don't think I have anything today in particular. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's all those quest markers on my map suddenly? Let's go find out. My God, some of this is overexposed. Right, where are we going? We've got... Did he say to go after dark or anything? We'll do one quest at a time. Let's go and do this one. You've been reading like 20 hours a day? Oh, on your phone. Okay, yeah, that's going to cause some eye strain. Unless you got like a massive phone with an 8-inch screen or something. Even that, though, that's a bit intense. I hope it was something worthwhile for all that.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products
Oh,
are
well, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Don't hesitate to have a rummage.
A rummage around. Thank you very much. Has he got no new weapons? I'm so disappointed. I want some new stuff. Nothing there. Right, where's this blooming church at?